Yes, guys, welcome back to the channel. Guys, before we talk about Oleksandr Usyk versus Deontay Wilder, I just want to say on Monday around 9 p.m. UK time, we're going to have a Monday live session. So don't forget to join. Put that in your calendar, a reminder, and join because there's so much to talk about in boxing. We're going to talk about the current state of affairs in boxing in 2026. We're going to talk about the upcoming fights. We're going to talk about, some fighters that are looking to make a comeback. There's so much to talk about. So I am looking forward to having a chat with you guys Monday night around 9 p.m. Don't forget to join and let's have a conversation. Let's talk about all things boxing. So Oleksandr Usyk versus Deontay Wilder is going to happen in the US as confirmed by Oleksandr Usyk manager Egis Klimas. Now there is an article on TalkSport that goes into detail about the current state of affairs with Usyk versus Wilder and where they're looking to stage this fight. So let's go through the article and then we can see what Klimas is saying. So the article says Oleksandr Usyk versus Deontay Wilder, target date and venue revealed as manager gives update. And then when you go down, it says that it's very likely we will see Usyk face Wilder. Now, this is something that Deontay Wilder has also confirmed, that he's gotten the notification from Usyk's team that Usyk wants to fight him. So we know that this fight is happening and we know that there's conversations going. Now, Egis Klimas said, because right now we're working on it and we're working on some multi-fight agreement for Oleksandr. Now, that's really interesting because, Usyk is definitely not having one fight and then he's done. It shows that Usyk has the ambition to have more fights, and maybe one or two, maybe two fights before he calls it quits. So it's really good to see that Usyk still wants to fight because I really want to see Oleksandr Usyk, in the ring and that he keeps fighting. Egis Klimas said that as soon as we're going to confirm that, we're going to jump in, and some talks already are ongoing with the team Wilder. We're looking at Los Angeles or Las Vegas, and dates are at the end of April, beginning of May. He says that Wilder is one of the best names Oleksandr did not face yet. He's still in good shape, he's still a fighter, he's still interesting, and as well, it is the United States. So look, those are the words of Egis Klimas. It's really interesting to see what they're doing there in terms of Usyk, a multi-fight deal that they're looking to plan for Usyk. That's music to my ears because I want to see Oleksandr Usyk in the ring, one or two more times before he call it quits. But look, this fight, I've said it already, right? I've said it already. I'm going to say it again. This fight is a mismatch. Oleksandr Usyk right now in his career is at a stage where he is so good. And Deontay Wilder is at a stage where he's so past it that this fight is just not a match. It is a mismatch. And Deontay Wilder is going to find it the hard way in that ring when he faces Oleksandr Usyk, who is, coming off a very good win against Daniel Dubois. He's become undisputed twice. I think Usyk is looking probably to become undisputed for the third time, sometime this year or maybe early next year, fight for the WBO belt that he vacated. So I think that is definitely something in Usyk's plan. But this fight against Deontay Wilder, look, Deontay Wilder is going to be motivated. And as he should, because he's getting the opportunity to fight for 3 belts. An opportunity that, in my opinion, he does not deserve, because I think Usyk could probably give this opportunity to someone else. But Usyk is the king of the division. He can do whatever he wants. And he's decided that he wants to fight Deontay Wilder. And that's okay. And Wilder has to be motivated, right? So Wilder has been talking. He said he's motivated. He said, he appreciates Usyk for giving him the opportunity. So look, it'll be interesting to see what Deontay Wilder turns up and what he's got left. Although I don't think Deontay Wilder has got much left, especially when he's fighting a guy in Oleksandr Usyk, who's a tremendous boxer, right? Ring IQ is out of this world. Distance control is incredible. Great southpaw jab. We can see now that he's got power because he knocked out Daniel Dubois, right? And this is an Oleksandr Usyk that is very motivated and still has got ambition to achieve things in boxing. That's a dangerous man. And so fighting someone like, Deontay Wilder, who is not, who hasn't been himself in the last few fights, there's only one way I can see this fight going, and that is Oleksandr Usyk winning emphatically and winning quite early. I don't think this fight goes late. I think Usyk does the job, in the middle rounds, early to middle rounds, let's put it that way. But look, this fight is also Oleksandr Usyk opportunity for him to fight on US soil for the second time. The first time that Usyk fought on US soil was against Chaz Witherspoon, which was Usyk's debut into the heavyweight division. And that was a fight that he had pointed Chaz Witherspoon. So Usyk would be also motivated to get back into the US and to announce himself. I know that there's a lot of, hardcore boxing fans that know Oleksandr Usyk. And over here in the UK, I think Usyk has crossed over to the casual fans. I'm not so sure about the US. So it'd be great to see Oleksandr Usyk in the US, fighting over there once again, just getting his name out there and really, giving the opportunity for, some casual fans as well, not just hardcore, but some casual fans in the US to understand and to get to know who Oleksandr Usyk is. Because to me, Usyk is the greatest of this generation. And, everybody should know who the undisputed heavyweight champion is. Of course, now he's not undisputed because he's vacated the WBO. But in my eyes, Oleksandr Usyk is still the undisputed champion because, he's just done it all and he deserves that credit for what he's done in the sport. Look, Deontay Wilder, good luck to him. I'm sure he's going to prepare diligently. The thing about Deontay Wilder is, let's be honest, the last thing that goes away from a fighter is their power. And we saw that with George Foreman. He came back into the ring after years and years of being outside of the ring to win the heavyweight champion. It is not unfathomable to see Deontay Wilder in the ring with Oleksandr Usyk. Does Deontay Wilder has a chance? Absolutely. It's a puncher's chance. And Deontay Wilder is someone that has the punch, the equalizer, at every single step in any fight. So Deontay Wilder can land that shot and that could change everything. But I think it's a very difficult fight for him because Usyk does not make a lot of mistakes in the ring. Oleksandr Usyk rarely makes a mistake. Oleksandr Usyk is always on point, right? Oleksandr Usyk knows exactly what he's doing in the fight. From the first round, he downloads his data. He knows exactly what this guy is going to do. And then he goes on and put on a clinic. So that's exactly what Usyk is going to do. But Deontay Wilder, no disrespect to Deontay Wilder, I just think Usyk is better than him right now. And probably Usyk has been better than Deontay Wilder his whole career. But Deontay Wilder has a puncher's chance. And this is heavyweight boxing. We've seen some of the craziest things happen in boxing. And, I would be surprised if Deontay Wilder lands something. But it's not beyond the realms of possibilities that Deontay Wilder will knock Oleksandr Usyk down or out. These things can happen. This is boxing. And it has happened before and it can happen again. So get in the comment section and let me know what you think about Oleksandr Usyk versus Deontay Wilder now being confirmed to take place in the US. They're going to try and make it a big fight. I'm excited. I want to see Usyk perform in the US. What do you think about it? Are you expecting Deontay Wilder to come on strong? Are you expecting Deontay Wilder to show something that we've never seen? Because anything is possible. Get in the comment section and let me know.